Like many of us, YouTube definitely plays a big part in our life. Well, obviously, I have a channel, but outside of that, YouTube plays a big part in our life and in our homeschool. And I'm always looking for quality educational channels that my kids can like, that my kids will enjoy, especially as we move into a little bit older, but not always ready for the maturity of some educational channels. You know what I mean? And so today I want to share with you a few channels that my middle school boys are enjoying. If you have a favorite channel or two that you want to share, that your kids enjoy watching, learning things on, I'd love for you to link it down below. Now, first one is, sorry, my nose itches. It is remarkable, unseasonably warm here in North Carolina. This December, it's warmer than what's ever been here since we've been here. As far as our windows are open, but that means my nose is a little itchy. So I apologize if I'm itching it. Number one is a channel called Number File. This one is newer to us. We just discovered this maybe in the last 6 months. And so yes, it's all about numbers, but it's not, I'm not teaching you how to solve like math problems, but it's all about numbers in our life. And I know that sounds a little bit like that's interesting, but I promise you, they're interesting. Now, some of the topics recently are, for example, they pulled out, talked about the symbol Omicron and what it means in mathematics. So they pulled something from current events that we're hearing and talked about it in terms of math. One we found them through was we were studying about the Enigma machine. So they talk about things like that, different algorithms, different codes, etc. They talk about music and numbers, magic tricks, different algorithms. I know it all sounds a little bit like, but I promise you, this channel is absolutely fantastic. And my youngest especially enjoys math. My middle one, but I think like learning, I think it's a great opportunity to embrace why math is important in the world. And not just like why it's important to be able to add things together, but all the ways in which numbers, math are all around us. And let me pause right here and just tell you how a couple ways that we use these in our homeschool. One, I keep running playlists of videos that I think the boys may enjoy. I have a playlist for each of them, and I've had these for years, and just put things on and off as they grow up and interests change. And so when they are done with schoolwork, or they're waiting for me to help them with math or whatever, they're able to hop on there and check out the list. If they watch them, great. If they don't, that's fine. There's nothing assigned about that list. It's just available for them. Two, if they have some extra time and they want to just hop on YouTube, I have set up, I did this years ago, I think I talked about it in a video, I set up a separate channel that we watch all of our homeschool videos on. Anything for our school, they're in there. And I did that so that YouTube, the algorithm, learns what to suggest for us. So if they have some extra time and they want to do something, they're able to hop on there. They've got a list of all kinds of videos or channels that they're subscribed to. Plus, the algorithm is kind of gearing towards other suggested videos based on what we watch. And third, of course, sometimes I just assign these different videos, or videos from these channels and from others, for their science or their history or whatever. Next one is a channel that my youngest especially likes. It's called History Oversimplified. I take that back. I think it's just called Oversimplified. But it's an animated channel, and he teaches about history with a focus mostly on wars. And sometimes it's like, he has World War II, World War One, but there are also just like wars that are more like, I don't know, like skirmishes. Like there's one about pig war. There's one about something about football, something or other. Not something you'd actually necessarily call a war, but these little skirmishes. And he does a really great job with it. They are super engaging. They present good information. He retains so much from this channel. Next one is called Periodic Videos, and this one is another one that's on the newer side to us, but I believe it's the same guy who owns the Number File channel. But as you can guess from the name of the channel, Periodic Videos, it's all about the periodic table and chemistry. Again, seems kind of like it wouldn't be very engaging or very interesting, but I promise you they are. And I'm excited to use this one. So in 10th grade, Ben will do kitchen in the chemistry in the kitchen for his chemistry, and so we'll definitely add more of that when he does that year. And I think Matthew might do chemistry next year, so we will be spending a lot of time on this channel in the next coming years. Next one, I put Oversimplified on there twice. Good thing I had a bonus one. So the new number 4 is called E-Story, and I found this one from the channel called World War II. As its name, all about World War II, but E-Story specifically focuses on the history of Eastern Europe, World War II, and otherwise. And this one caught my eye because, at least in America, our European news tends to focus on Western Europe. And that makes sense in that culturally we're more similar. But it means that there's a lot about what's happening in Eastern Europe that we miss. And when we learn about history in Europe, what are some of the things that we learn about? We learn about Britain, we learn about French Revolution, we learn about Italy, World War II, the Western Front. There's a lot more to Europe than what we learn about. So when I found this channel, that piqued my interest because that's something that I really try to incorporate when we're doing whatever we're doing, are the stories that we don't hear about. So this channel is another one that's animated, engaging, and definitely one that in the next couple of years we will be using a lot. Next year we're doing world history, and then year after that, I believe, is the year that we're going to do a military history. So that one and Oversimplified will definitely be channels that we use then. And number 5, which was the bonus one, is a channel called Physics Girl. Matthew has loved this channel this year. He's doing physics. And I found her from PBS. I did not know that she was originally had a channel over on YouTube. I've only seen her over on PBS's channel. Videos are short. I think most of them are like 7 minutes or less, which is great because then we can stack a couple videos on there. You know, some of the ones like Oversimplified, those tend to be more like in the 30-minute range. Number File, 15-20 minute range. So Physics Girl is nice, especially if you have kids who are a little bit on the younger side. Some of these other ones I would say are fully middle school and up ones. Probably all of those are, but Physics Girl, I think she's great for middle school, but I would say she probably goes down 4th, 5th grade, maybe 3rd, depending on your kiddo, but so a bit wider of a range, shorter videos. Anyway, She's really interesting. She is fantastic with the way she teaches physics. Physics is not my strongest area of science, and I've learned a lot from her. She tends to do a lot of like experiment activity things, and then teaches from those videos from those activities, rather than like teaching a concept and then do an experiment to show you that in action. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. Anyway, she's absolutely fantastic. So those are some YouTube channels that my middle school kids are enjoying. Let me know what yours are. Let me know down there. I'll see you in the next video.